Brainiacs. Good y'all. Or those that made it here anyway. Yeah, man. Friday. It is Friday. Indeed. It is, holy cow, it's May 19th. It's 1930. Holy shit. I cannot believe that. Let's double check. Maybe I got the wrong glasses on. Nope. It's the 19th. Man, Brains, where's this month going? Huh? It is almost like the 4th of July is like right around the corner. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. I hope you guys got your cup of coffee or beer, whatever the hell you guys drinking tonight. You got some popcorn. We can talk about anything and everything. I might end up having to war dial some people. I don't know. The somewhere in the description of the show, phone numbers to the broadcast, as well as we're gonna shoot them across the screen here in just a minute. Hopefully everybody made it, since Facebook made us do an update on the page. The subscribe button is gone. A lot of other things are gone, hidden. I'd love to know where subscriber button went to help support the show. I don't know. We started working on the website, redoing it, moving it from out of the hands of big tech. And we're pushing the living hell out of it. I've got it. Actually got the website running on one of my little old Android phones. Doesn't run too bad. Rather slow, but does the job. That's right. Turned an Android phone into a remote server. Pretty interesting shit. No doubt about it. Open line tonight. Get to it, Brainiacs. I'll catch you guys on the other side of this intro. Share this broadcast. Share this podcast. You guys buckle up. Let's have fun tonight. No doubt about it.
What do you say, Brainiacs? You guys ready? It's time. It's showtime, brains. That's right. It's Matrix time. And it's go time. Welcome aboard, everybody. Let's go!
Right, Brainiac, strike it up, yeah.
We're going to talk about ufology, conspiracy, controversy, and anything and everything that we can get into tonight. Let's go. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Mr. Andy Cassidy, as Mr. Andy Cassidy says, let's crank it up, baby. Yeah.
Crank it up, bring it. Yeah. Definitely your show. Your show, and we appreciate you for being here. Buckle up, everybody. Welcome aboard.
Brainiac. Welcome aboard, no doubt about it. I am so glad. Boom, boom, boom. Right off the bat, area code 469 calling up in here. What's up? Hello. How are you?
It's good to be back in Brainiac's house.
I sound like a tornado. Tornado, I know. What's up, buddy? Adam Twister's in the house. What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Yeah, life has been good and very busy.
Yeah?
Woo-wee.
That's all right. Good. That's good. It's a good thing.
How have you all been doing?
We've been doing all right. Doing all right. I'm trying to figure out what the hell to do, what actually to talk about tonight, what to do. What to talk about, what to do tonight, right? I'm like, man, I don't know what to talk about. I mean, I've got plenty of things I can like dive into this like negative, right? But I'm not doing that. I've already got negativity coming at me on like both ends of the spectrum, man. I'm not kidding. Facebook's like
I've already been arguing plenty with the Pleiadians and with the Alpha Draconians.
Oh, geez.
And I'm going to be an ambassador of peace for them if they'll have me.
If they'll have,
certainly be glad
what do you
to work
mean?
with them.
Come on, Adam. What do you mean if they'll have you, bro?
I'm not going to force myself on people. It's not my way.
Oh, what? All right. Well, what do you guys?
But I do know the answers.
What do you got to offer them? And that they'll probably say, "What do you got to offer them? What do you bring to the table? What do you bring? What is this, right? What do you bring? I know what I bring.
If they know anything about me, they know what I bring to the table, and it's pretty precious. I
bring some high energy caffeine and MOJO, no doubt about it. I'm like cranking, dude. I'm like zinging.
I'm the creator of. I'm the creator of Tat City.
What the hell?
I'm the human who's learned his infiniteness so well that he's made a difference in the galaxy in some pretty significant ways. At least in my particular neck of the woods. Anybody who has me as a part of their reality has that. Now, of course, I am a reflection and expression. Whether or not I'm a part of your reality in that capacity is up to you.
I hear
you are your own source essence. You are God. So what I am is up to you.
I've got to.
I can be that.
I can be that. I can be that too, right? I can be that. I want to be that.
You already are.
Boom! Hang on. I got a boom
tell you a little
button
secret. Here. Everybody already has one same source. It's just everybody, that there, you can know that or not, and there's equally good experiences to be had from both ways of rolling, and I've come to appreciate that very greatly lately. All the different adventures there are to be had in all of the different states of being. I underappreciated that before.
What?
Something I've learned in between the time I talked to you last and now.
Well, I got an ambassador. I got a Pleiadian ambassador in the chat. I do. I truly do.
Well,
you got to bring her in, dude. I'd love to bring her in. Somebody said, hang on, let me see whose birthday it is. There's a birthday in the chat. I think it's Jake Pashuk, maybe? I think today is Jake Pashuk's birthday. He's older than shit, bro.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding.
Well,
he's older than I am. So he's old.
Pashuk.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Yeah, happy birthday to you. Jay Pashuk says tomorrow. Bro, by the time the show is over with, it will be tomorrow. No doubt.
It's 2 hours long.
Yeah, man.
And it started at 2300 EDT, so it will be 0100 tomorrow when the show is over.
What are you laughing at, Sue? I'm just singing to Jay. No doubt. She's laughing at me. That's all right. All right. Hey, Alexis or AJ says I'm getting things going because we're celebrating Jay's birthday. That's all right. For some people, it's their birthday. It is their birthday every day. Matt, don't quit your day job. La la la. Ha ha ha. Andy Cassidy, you little shit. Jay, thanks, man. Now I'm fucking old, he says. Hey, I sang it with him. I'm laughing while you're talking shit. So what's on your mind, Adam Twister? What brings you to the table here? You got a topic to talk about?
Actually, no. I came here simply to go ahead and be present as I work on finding all of the fears within me and letting them go. I am actually going to head off to Aradif's world very soon, and I'm going to be staying there on a long-term basis. And that means there's a lot of energy I've got to go ahead and clear away. I've gotten most of the work done, but to really be able to, co-create the reality and the existence that they create over there, around the Danubian star, I have to go ahead and open my mind up. And, I've got to let go of a lot of fear that, while there, I cannot have, Aradif in his truest essence be the expression of my own consciousness. So I've got to go ahead and find all the little elements of fear and clear them away so that I can successfully live the integration of total recognition of the idea that reality is the reflection and expression of myself. And when I truly know, feel, perceive that, then I will be able to co-create just like Aradif can, and then it won't be difficult for me to just move my whole consciousness over to his world.
Well, I think that we're going to be, at some point in this lifetime, I think that those that are alive now, unless something happens to them, they are indeed going to see E.T. come back. No doubt about that.
Oh, you should see what John Trinity Martin's doing. He's really getting very close to succeeding in making contact with the Yahyel. It's really quite a special thing to see. I don't know if he knows this, but he's very much paralleling me.
I have no idea who that is.
He was on the Enlightenment Evolution Hour, I want to say a couple of months ago, and he's a Yahyel channeler. He's one of the two very well-known Yahyel channelers, the other being Sean Swanson.
Right.
And so he has his own YouTube channel, and I don't know if he still does this, but he used to channel live and answer super chat questions, channeling the Yahyel, and the Yahyel would answer different questions and all that. He's quite a good channeler, and he definitely got my attention.
So
I've been meaning to tell Omni Collective Creativity to go take a look at him. I keep forgetting to do that.
So do you channel? Let me find. Do you channel or not?
Not really. I get channeled a lot, but I don't channel myself.
What do you mean by you get channeled a lot?
As in, other beings tap my own energy, connect to me, and I go ahead and share myself with the galaxy. There are many different ways that expresses itself, but I reach out to beings all over the place, and I really do love connecting to the galaxy. I love connecting to ETs and sharing everything that I've learned on my own journey here on Earth, and all the different things that I'm working on, and all that. It's really quite special to, and especially ever since I connected with Treb and Aradif and Bashar and, the community here in the Matrix Minds, community in Enlightenment Evolution Hour, I've just learned a lot, and I've just enjoyed learning about consciousness. And then there eventually came a point where, I started to know myself and this material well enough to where I could actually start answering a lot of the questions that were being asked on Raub's channel. And so I would basically, in my log, I would go ahead and answer those questions and save them. And eventually I realized the connectedness that goes beyond physical reality. I realized that I could go ahead and share my consciousness and leave it available to all things for it to connect to at its own leisure. Should it have an excitement to do so? Should all the different entities all over creation have excitement to do so? And so I often interact with beings all over the place, and it's really great fun. I'm trying to remember the name of this one entity who came through. It was a name that is present here in humanity that she was going by. She was channeled by Rob in one of the webinars back in the 2016 region, and I believe her race was called the Talbini. And I've been playing a lot of Fallout New Vegas, which is a post-apocalyptic game. And in playing that, it led me to think about them, because they had a war on their world where they wiped out over 85% of their population. And they've been connecting to humanity because of the broad emotionality that we have, because they've been trying to forgive themselves for what they've done. And, every time I play Fallout, I keep thinking about that entity and her race, and sharing the idea of letting go of judgment to thyself, and making peace with what's happened and making something good out of it. There's always those things that we do that don't resonate with us, or things where we screw up, or somebody gets hurt or something like that, or we ourselves get hurt. And aside from what's fixable, what's done is done. And the best you can do is go ahead and make something good out of it. And that's sort of a message that I've been sharing with them, letting go of all the elements of judgment of the self and learning to love the self. And in that self-love, you can then rebuild all that was destroyed and build it better than you did before. And learn the lessons from history.
Adam, I have a question for you. Okay, since you are not a channel, you said, right? Why would someone want to...
Not per se.
Well, you either are or you're not. You are a channeler, or you're... Okay, why would
I'm not really a channeler, as in I don't channel other entities.
Okay. Question, real quick question. Why, because it's coming up in here also as a cycle here. Why would others want to tune in, tap in to Adam? Why would they want to tap into you?
Different for different beings. A lot of beings just get curious about me. They get curious about my journey in consciousness. Earth actually has a lot of galactic attention because it's an oddity. The kind of limitation and the way humans exist is not that normal in the galaxy. It's quite an extreme version of a common phenomenon, and it's so extreme that it has a lot of extraterrestrial attention. And I actually learned of this from Bashar, talking about how deeply humans don't believe in unconditional love. Now, this doesn't apply to all humans. There are a lot of people that do believe this, but there are a lot of people that forget that they are loved. And there are extraterrestrial beings out there that don't see how that's even possible.
The cabal, right?
So,
what are they? Let me ask you. Because I just caught wind that that we are in some deep doo-doo here in this specific solar system, that the Andromeda galaxy is starting to be drawn in, or we're starting to be drawn in slowly to that star system. And I guess that we're going to be in a world of shit around this 12,000 year cycle again. I just posted an article on the Facebook page about the 12,000 year cycle. What do you know about that? If anything, Adam, the 12,000 year the cycle.
I don't really know anything about that cycle, but I do know that Andromeda and the Milky Way, if I'm not mistaken, are on a collision course and will eventually collide and probably merge into the same galaxy. It's kind of hard for me to know because there are so many different stars all over the place. I don't know, firstly, the central black holes of the galaxy, what those are going to do, if they're going to zip past each other, and then where all the different stars are going to go, if basically the two black holes then go their own separate ways, and some of Andromeda's stars are kept by the Milky Way, and some of the Milky Way stars are kept by the Andromeda. I imagine there's going to be some collisions. It will be quite a significant change, that's for sure, in the two galactic collectives. And then if the two black holes get caught with each other, then the two galaxies will become one. And it will take some time for all of that to play out, with a new rhythm of motion being established by all of the different stellar bodies and all that. Interesting to see a time-lapse version of that Maybe I'll go ahead and do that at some point.
Well, I've heard
something Ardif and his race might be curious about.
I've heard that we are in some deep shit because the Andromeda Galaxy is starting to spiral into ours, or we're starting to merge with theirs. Just saying, I've heard that, and that is supposedly one of the reasons why the cabal or whoever them are bunkering in, right? But here's the kicker: there was a CIA document that we had read and released a little bit, also that they have like declassified, that talk about the pole shift, the Great Cycle. Do you know anything about that? Because we talked about that, and that supposedly is what we're coming up against here real soon, is that the great catastrophe.
There's a lot of things that we're coming up against, and a lot of different roads that could be taken. You listed one that I didn't know about, but I do know about Yellowstone fixing to erupt, and that's not going to be pretty when that happens.
Well,
I also know the idea of World War III being something that could be co-created. There are a lot of different world-ending kind of things that could definitely happen in the future. What you guys decide to co-create is up to you. I know I don't want to co-create that because I need this world for what I want to do.
What do you want to do with it? What do you think? What do you think's going to happen?
I want to enjoy the people here.
Bro, this world is going to be gone.
You want to bet?
Well, you can't prove it. You can't prove it otherwise. And actually, neither can I. I mean,
when the time comes. So we have to go ahead and set a time frame for when you think the world is going to be gone. And like, let's say it's going to be gone within the next 25 years. I'm betting against you. And, or better yet, let's go ahead and widen the stakes. If the world is still here by the time that you pass, in your next incarnation, you're going to have to drink something that's going to taste quite bad. But
you're telling me I'm creating something that's going to taste quite bad? Bro, I'm telling you.
Next incarnation, if you're betting that the world's going to be gone while you're still here and then you die with it, if that doesn't happen, I win the bet.
I'm almost.
I win the bet.
They are trying to bring in complete chaos. Okay, but here's the thing: the cycle. We know that this planet goes through cycles. We know that. We also know that there's been deep underground military bases planted on this planet. Right or wrong? And whenever the planet is, answer me this: is the planet a living entity?
Way, yes.
Okay.
Everything has soul essence, and in that way, everything is alive.
When this planet gets tired,
is a collective of.
When this planet gets tired of all of the juju going on, I do believe that it's got enough resources as well as consciousness of its own to shake us off like fleas. Hence, giving birth to a whole other planet.
I want to go ahead and share a little dynamic with you.
Okay.
Something I call the co-creational dynamic. So, the dynamic goes like this. A is the expression of B. B is the expression of A. A can only be what B has A be, but A chooses the version of B that A experiences. Because B is the expression of A's consciousness. And of course, it works both ways. In that way, any possible road that A could have with B, it has to choose from, just as any possible road that B can have with A, it has to choose from. This applies to you and Earth. So Earth makes its own choices, but you choose whichever version of Earth that makes a particular choice you want. So whether or not it does shake us off like fleas is up to you.
It's up to me.
That's how free will is infinite for all things.
I think next year we will go ahead. I'll try to reach out to the guy again if I can find him online, because he thinks that he thinks that he is the reincarnated Jesus.
Absolutely.
And he's really, really, really an interesting guy to talk to. But I'm going to tell you right now, he is really, really, to me, he's out there. I mean, I'm not saying, who the hell am I to say that they are or they're not gods within their own being? I'm not. I mean, I've read plenty of content and material that literally say that yes, we are indeed, and you'll hear me say it too, a diluted down, watered version of what you just said, the God source, ABBBA. Because again, like I tried to say this earlier, say prior before, you cannot take a glass of ocean and say, "Hey, Adam, this is a glass of water." Right? I'm handing you a glass of ocean. It's the way you perceive that glass of water to be. Does this make sense? You can't dilute it down in a way. How can I make it more simplistic? You are okay. Let's put. You are a pot of soup. Okay. The infinite all is a pot of tomato soup. Okay. You are part of that tomato soup. You can then dilute yourself down as much as you possibly want to, or whoever. You're still going to be part of that cosmic soup. Make sense?
Yes, I know what you're talking about, yes.
All right.
Like the ocean becomes the drop. The drop becomes the ocean.
Very
and
good.
The source experiences itself from me. And then
Right.
You know, my true essence is source, and that's the case with all things. The one is all, the all are one.
There's going to be people ask you why you're not walking on water. Why can't this dude walk?
I probably will be able to quite soon if I succeed with what I'm working on. I'm literally going to teleport off of Earth onto Deneb. I'm going to go stay with Arziv. And then I'm going to go travel the galaxy without the use of technology. I'm not talking about astral travel. I'm talking about actually moving my entire consciousness alongside the consciousness which expresses itself as my physical body.
Holy
That's
shit!
its own being too,
bro. I definitely. Yeah. I want to be with you. I want to do that. That's what I want to do.
Well, I'm archiving every step of my journey and how I've done it, and so, you know, doing it yourself won't be difficult. You already are source, so that means that you are just as capable of doing this as God himself, because you are God.
See? I told y'all.
The question is your mind able to co-create your ability to do that? The more open it is to things being able to be a part of life, the more you can experience.
Bro, your mom is going to be really, really upset if you just take on light body and disappear.
Well, I mean, I'm working that out with her. Believe it or not, paralleling me, she's learned enough, actually from the Bible, of all places, to have a level of appreciation for what I'm doing.
All right.
I wasn't sure I was going to be able to co-create that, but I am.
What?
You know, there really is no problem that can't be solved.
I definitely agree with you. That for every problem there is a solution. I definitely agree with that.
Sometimes
Hell
there's
yes.
even 10.
Well, there's more than that, right? There's like billions of perceptions. So there, at the moment, there would be billions of solutions, right?
It depends on the problem.
Oh man, I wonder what the hell Larry is into. I'm looking through the chat.
Here's a little bit of trivia for you guys. I think you'll find this interesting. So, there are 144,000 oversouls that make up the Earth Collective, yes? So, we talk about the idea of who's the reincarnation of Jesus. There's 8 billion people on this planet. That's an average of close to 50,000 active incarnations per oversoul. That means there could be 50,000 people whose linear, heritage is Jesus. So there could absolutely be many. But in a way, it's kind of a moot point since we are all the same source. We are all what Jesus was.
Hey, Adam.
That was Jesus' message for us.
I've got a Pleiadian in the chat, right? Or an ambassador in the chat.
Yes, you've got dear AJ.
Yeah. So, did you see what she said? Did you see this?
It's good to have you, AJ.
She is saying something about you referring to you having a past life regression. I have no idea.
It's interesting that you mentioned that because I did something not too different from that. What happened was I came across somebody in Rob's community, and just upon seeing her face, it lit up quite a bit of consciousness within my own self. And in seeing her, I recognized a history, if you will, on our soul level, where we've shared many incarnations with each other. And one of them was even kind of recent. And this incarnation is basically almost like two beings very near and dear to each other who are sharing two separate journeys and who basically pass by each other as their roads become kind of near to each other. And then excited, they say hello to each other. What comes after that is undefined at this time.
That's cool. Definitely interesting. Well, welcome.
I actually do kind of work my own past incarnations freely. I tend to generally leave them open so that way I can have as many different experiences as I want to. That way everything's available to me.
I try to have different experiences every day too. I try. Let's take another caller here and add them to this menage. Area code 539. Welcome to the Matrix Minds. Brainiac, who is this? Hello. Shout out.
Who is it?
What?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Sounds to me like Papa Bear. Is this Papa Bear?
Oh, my goodness. This guy is on the ball tonight, isn't he?
That's right. What's up?
Yeah, you got Papa Bear, boo-boo.
What's up, buddy? Long time no see. Long time no
talk. Not much, man. Well, I just kind of happened to pop on and hear that guy talking. You might want to get the mute button ready, buddy.
I did. This is a complete free-for-all, open lines. You want to talk? Hello.
How many fucking pronouns does this guy go by? Jesus. The fuck... You got me in a good mood tonight. Straight out of Oklahoma.
Look. You have got a background. You have got a background of old occult wisdom. Oh, well, I'll just tell them. Okay, I'll just tell them. The guy who's got the line right now, I have known this man for 20 years, and he is.
How do I get this damn thing off the speaker?
I don't know. I mean, you throw it out the window. It'll be off a speaker.
Yeah, I'm about to.
I truly don't know. I don't know. But anyway,
I think I might have figured.
This man is. We called him Ghost. Okay, and if I had a picture of him, I would show you.
I am a ghost.
I was no. AJ's our ghost. This man here has dabbled in and knows old occult wisdom. Very, very magical, very, very old esoteric shit. So I'm just, I don't know your true background, but nevertheless, what's on your mind today, Dennis?
I go way back to the old country if you want it. What's on my mind? I don't know, man. You're touching on a bunch of subjects here. Mm-hmm. Okay. And I'm kind of out there tonight, but hey, what's on my mind? You really want, I mean, I got a lot on my mind. I'm just
funny.
getting kind of fed up with a bunch of stuff going on here in America.
Yeah.
Why the hell we ain't stood up yet against these fucking idiots in offices? You know me, Matt. That alone should tell you where I want to go. Okay, Atlanta, that ain't nothing no more, brother. I need someplace else with heavier armament. Okay, but I mean the southern border, we ain't even go that back down there.
Oh, I laugh at that all the time.
I don't know,
dude. That topic there, I laugh at that. I do. I laugh at that topic because to me, this is nothing but the border politics. To me, is a joke. Is a complete joke. The shit show going over is laughable. It is beyond laughable.
No, you know what's laughable, brother? And this is what bothers me, is why the fuck are we putting up with it?
Good question.
Our forefathers, George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Samuel Adams, them motherfuckers would have been shooting already. And I apologize for the language. I do. But it's the truth.
But he's
what's stopping
truck driver.
us?
It's in his blood.
Really? What is the matter with us?
Again, bro,
I'm not alone here.
No, you're not alone. You're definitely not alone. I mean, I
sure the fuck seems like it a lot of times.
Check this out to the both of you, Adam as well as Dennis. Listen, I seen that they're supposedly. I think it was Tammy Bonham in the chat that literally said, or she showed me, dropped something to me that said something about the Marburg virus. So brace yourselves. They're wanting to release another pandemic. That's what's going on. And I'm going, and I laughed at it. I'm going, not on my timeline, they're not, because I don't believe in that shit. I don't believe that we're going to go through that no more.
No,
ever.
I believe in. I believe I'm older than fucking dirt, and I played in dirt. Dirt don't fucking hurt. I got sick as a little kid, and my immune system itself fucking beat the shit out of COVID. Fuck that pussy shit. All these sissy motherfuckers, I gotta wash my hands every single fucking time I make a move. Blah, blah, blah. What the fuck?
Well,
I can't shake your hand. You got dirt on it.
You got two really strong immune systems here, because guess what? Mine did exactly the same thing.
Did you get a jab?
My what?
Did you get the jab?
The jab?
Yeah,
What's
the
that?
COVID vaccine.
No.
No, neither did I. I let my own immune system take care of this bullshit. You want to name the cold something else? Let's start with a flu, and then we'll go with something else, and then move it on up to fucking COVID. We've been eating COVID for fucking years.
People forget how many people the swine flu killed. The whole reason the COVID thing, went crazy is because the press blew it up like nothing I had ever seen before. Like, I have never seen people freak out over something like this before.
That's because the TV told them to, or the telephones told them to.
Right.
Turn that fucking shit off for a little while. Go outside, watch a bird fly or a butterfly. The fuck? Go jump in the river on it with a kayak and spend the day something outside. Leave that electronic shit away.
Absolutely. I agree with that. Get outside, get in nature, spend some time in the environment that we were designed to be in and around. I say it all the time here on the show. We are social beings. Okay? We are social beings and social creatures. We are designed to laugh, live, share, love, create. I mean, this calamity of this is a shit show, dude. It truly is.
Dude, when they start putting the street signs and the fucking stop and go lights on the fucking sidewalks looking up, because people are constantly looking down at their phones, there's something the matter here. The fuck?
There's definitely.
I got it easy.
You hand a little kid a book and they go, "What is that?"
Yeah.
In my particular neck of the woods, we got it easy. Like, they ain't none of that going on around here. But you know what?
All righty.
I'm in Texas.
All right.
I know we were in Alabama. Is that right?
Oklahoma.
No, I'm in Oklahoma at the moment.
Oklahoma. So you're just a little bit up north, but we don't put up with that around here at all, except in Austin.
Dude.
Austin, they decided to go all loopy and see how far up their ass they could stick their heads. But over here, we are straight, and we know what we're doing. We're good
we know what we're doing here in Oklahoma too. We got two people, men and women. That's it. We don't put up with that shit. Fuck. I love this
get
state.
in trouble with some of my friends for what I've said here, but oh well.
You know what? I pray for Matthew every day because he's east of the Mississippi. God bless you, fucking idiots out there.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, motherfucker, anything jumps off in this country, you get your ass west of the Mississippi because we're the motherfuckers with the guns.
Yeah,
okay?
I've heard.
You say
this.
Gun over here, these guys are going, what kind you got? You say gun east of the Mississippi, and a motherfucker got SWAT teams on you.
Right.
The fuck?
Well,
I'm not kidding you.
Look, man, I don't know. I don't really know too much about that at all. I don't hear anything about it. I don't know nothing about it until you brought it up. I'm telling you the truth. I literally live in my own bubble.
Okay, I tell you, this is what it's like in Oklahoma, Matt. You know where I'm originally from, so not much fucking makes me think. Not too long ago, down at one of the universities close by me, they had a call-in for an active shooter. Okay? Now, within 2 minutes, there was close to 100 fucking officers there. They weren't there for the active shooter. They were there to stop all this crazy motherfucking redneck Oklahoman motherfuckers with the guns are going down there thinking we got a live target. They didn't broadcast that shit on the news. Not only was 100 officers, but there were several hundred fucking armed citizens going, where is this motherfucker?
I don't doubt that. And this is what you just said.
Well, mysteriously, within an hour or so, it mysteriously was proven that it was an outside call from a different fucking country, and everybody dispersed. Yeah, okay. Fucking.
Oh man, some troll from
they don't like this.
wanting to see how much you can screw with the Oklahomans.
Check this out.
Well, you know what I think it is. The power to be here in the states are testing different fucking cities and states. They don't like us motherfuckers west of the Mississippi. I'm telling you, or south of the Mason-Dixon, I should say. South of the Mason-Dixon and east or west of the Mississippi. Oh yeah. Them motherfuckers ain't even put us in the equation. They talk about blacks and whites and Hispanics and this one and that one. They completely left out fucking rednecks.
I hope these guys realize that if they decide to go
sounds
ahead
like a CD
and get strongholds on some of those other places that ain't going to go ahead and get out their guns, that the other guys who are also part of this country who do have guns might take exception.
Oh, you're in Texas, right?
Yeah, I'm in Texas, brother.
I'll hand it to you guys down there on the Texas border. You motherfuckers are down there guarding your own shit. Telling them, you ain't coming across here.
It is horrible over at the border. I mean, you should have seen some of the photos of the camps and all that people were being thrown into over during COVID. And the children and the women that were in there, all cooped up in these tents. It was atrocious.
Yeah, well, there's some sick motherfuckers.
The election, when you know what's going on over there. I think what happened was they got so big of a hold on the media that people just couldn't believe that big of a group of people would be lying. And it turns out that most of the news media are owned by like 6 people. And these guys are all in cahoots with some of the people who are in the government and in other parts of the world, and they're basically all trying to take over the world. But guess what? It's not going to work, because we're like buffalo.
Well,
you piss off one, you piss off the whole herd.
well, see, that's another thing that's bothering me, too, because we got several motherfuckers, and I'll use our man Trump here. He's a billionaire. Why don't you start your own fucking news place? And don't give me that Truth Social shit, because I was banned off of that motherfucker within 3 days.
I wonder why. I wonder why.
I don't know. You know what, Matthew? I tell people all over the place, you and your show here is the only one that's true speech, because you fucking let me on there. Everybody else, I get banned, man.
Listen.
And I didn't say nothing fucking dumb, really. I mean, fuck them.
This is not. This is.
A guy just in the comments said that. A guy just in the comments went, "See, Adam's world is not perfect."
That would be me.
It's not perfect.
That would be me.
But
I said that.
My bubble is pretty close.
That would be me. I will not lie.
Nobody's world's perfect.
Because here's the kicker. You know, we're talking about different people's lives in the perception of the quantum burst. I don't give a shit whether how we're all at the moment, in this moment, and everybody's world is completely different. Everybody's.
Yeah.
Right or
we
wrong.
We have a meeting point of consciousness that is the Earth collective, but it is true that we also all have our own individual realities. And so where those different realities cross roads, it's really quite an interesting phenomenon to see, you know, all of the different crossroads across, you know, all of the different individuals within the entire collective. It's
fucking hilarious.
As it used to be.
It's fucking hilarious. I sit back and watch the world and the fucking go by. It's fucking
Here's check this out. I see them doing
not
two
only
things.
Do I sit and gaze into my crystal ball, but when I do, I look at all the idiocy and the fucking hypocrisy and the fucking joy and everything else in the world. But y'all motherfuckers is fun to watch. I'm telling you.
Dennis, let me throw this at you, and because this goes into Truth Social. There are here's the kicker. No, I wrote an article about the clamp down of big tech. Okay, and let me go. I will actually show. I will share this article with everybody. This article never made it past. Oh, I can't even tell you how many people didn't see it. I can tell you how many. It was absolutely crazy of how many people didn't see. Let me get to my screen here, and I'll share it with everybody. Where is my screen at? Share me in the browser. News article full screen. All right. I do believe that this should be the full screen. All right. Yeah, it's full screen. So I'm scrolling down here to. I need to get my damn glasses on. What article am I looking at or looking for? I need to hide that menu. Make this bigger, but hang on, everybody. We'll get to the article. Right down here somewhere. Hit that again.
I'm realizing
Junior.
that I don't think I would make the best ambassador in the world with the way I am. I'm gonna need to go ahead and do some work on my own consciousness before I'm really gonna be the best ambassador.
I'm a great ambassador. Ask Matt. They invited me down to Washington, D.C. Hi, guys. How you fucking like me now? They didn't like me too much there, though, did they?
Well, imagine that. They let his crazy ass in and wouldn't let me in. They wouldn't let me in, but they let him in? Are you shitting me? We had to talk about this for a second, because I think that I'm pretty low key. I think what got me was saying something about if the head of transportation says something wrong, whatever, I'll jump across the table and drop kick him in the mouth or some shit like that. What was that it, Dennis? Because my patience back then were like really thin, dude.
Well, dude, yeah, probably something like that. My old lady didn't go in because she had a gun.
Right. Okay. All right. So here, I found my article, and this it went nowhere. The article says you ain't going anywhere, and it's got I had Ava do up Mark Zuckerberg here with tattoos and shit. So Mark Zuckerberg looks pretty badass in tattoos. Just saying, right there. Look at it. It looks pretty badass in tattoos. But anyway, the article. Let me go over my article real quick. The Facebook quandary: why people hesitate to venture away from the platform. Okay, despite the emergence of numerous social media platforms in the recent years. Well, we all can talk about that. True Social was one of them. Gab was another one, and quite a few others. Right. We seen right there.
Right.
We seen right there of the division. It's like they were trying to divide and like herd everybody into different segregations. Like the far right, you go with True Social. The crazy ass people go with Gab, or whatnot. Blah 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 blah. It's like we were watching these the segregation actually take place right in front of our faces. Did you not see that?
Yeah, I do. You know what's fucked up?
Segregation take place in front of our faces.
One more time. I didn't hear you, Adam.
We watched a lot more than just the segregation take place in front of our faces. We saw a lot.
Oh yeah.
When are you talking about? Right now, I understand, but y'all don't remember back in the 60s when they were busing whites and blacks into each other's neighborhood to desegregate. Okay? They didn't want a mixture, whites, blacks, Hispanics, everybody. It's a melting pot. We'll all get together. And we broke that fucking barrier. Okay, in the 50s, 60s, Martin Luther King and the race riots and shit back in the 60s. Y'all don't remember. Some of you might not even have been fucking born. Okay,
I wasn't there.
I grew up and I was born and raised in a little town called Dixmoor. Didn't even have a post office on the south side of Chicago. All right next to a town called Robbins in Blue Island. Okay, Robbins is all black. One of the worst, highest crime neighborhoods in the fucking state of Illinois, or in the country as far as I know. That's where I went. I grew up. I was a white kid. I got the biggest reason at all to hate black people, and I don't. Not at all. We got past all that race shit. And now all of a sudden in fucking 2013 and the Obama era hits, and we're back at each other's throats going, what the fuck is all of this shit about? Okay, this is what I'm not understanding. We got through all of this bullshit and this fucking race shit back in the fucking 60s and the 70s, man. 60s, peace, love, smoke, fucking dope. And we did. We didn't give a fuck who you were. And then along came the 70s, and it was like, hey, we ain't doing nothing different. We're still doing the same thing. We didn't give a fuck what color you were. And now all of a sudden it's, oh, you're fucking white. Oh, you're black. Oh, you're fucking Mexican. I don't give a fuck who you are. You're an asshole in any race that you are.
But that's not true.
In my school, the people over in my school, especially the black folks, they made fun, like they roasted the shit out of these guys. I was hearing jokes in the hall all the time. My school, we were a pretty tightly knit community. None of the people, not Mexican, not black, not white, they didn't buy any of it. They weren't having any of that.
And neither did he. We had good jokes. We told ethnic jokes all to each other. The best Italian jokes I heard from my Italian friends. The black jokes I got were from my fucking black friends. And they were fucking hilarious. And we'd all sit around, fucking burn one up, fucking have a beer or something, and fucking sit and joke. Nowadays, you say that fucking word and you're getting chastised. Like, Jesus, fucking H. Christ.
You know what? But the thing is that again, I don't see that world. The world you're describing is not the world that I see.
turn the TV on. That's the world that they're telling us we live in. Yet when you go outside, that's not the world you live in.
But I don't. Our television.
This is what's fucking me up.
Our television.
A lot of people don't turn on the TV anymore.
No,
just watch a movie.
I watch what I
TV,
want to watch.
I believe is becoming obsolete.
Listen to me, Dennis. We've got a media machine here. You know me. I'm a computer guy. I've got a computer hooked to our television. I do not pay for cable. I don't want cable even in this house. I've not paid a cable bill in 8 years. I don't want cable in this house. I don't care about mainstream media, because every damn bit of it is nothing more than talking birds. They're tweeting back and forth. Literally, it's mockingbird media. I don't, and yeah, I know you know this. I don't want nothing to.
Knowing everything they're spitting out is fucking lies.
It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. Why? So why should I participate in that? That's what I'm saying. I don't know that. I didn't know. I don't know about all this segregation. I've got a black fella on the show, or it's a military guy. His name's Percy Littleton, and that dude's my brother from another mother. Calls me up all the time, dude. I
give him a salute for me.
Oh, he is a great dude. Absolutely a great dude. Yeah. I mean, he and I don't see segregation.
I got no problem.
You know what I mean?
Him.
Right.
Look, you turn the TV on and it's fucking, well, not down here, but not but a few months ago, and it's still around. The Black Lives Matter. They're marching here. They're doing this. It's only black people getting fucking shot. And no, it's not.
Right.
That's all they're preaching on TV. Okay.
No, it's true.
All right. Some people, and I'll use myself for example. I'm not a computer guy. And the only TV I get, I have to grab out of the fucking airwaves, the free TV. Okay, so that's the only source of information that I get is mainstream fucking media. Now I know it's bullshit. I just use it for fucking background noise. Okay, but there's other people such as me that have it worse than me that is the only fucking information they get. You know what I mean? So when they're getting fed these constant fucking lies. And there's other proof out there, like you, Matt. You've got real fucking proof. Okay, you get on your computer, you can research this, you can research that. There's millions of fucking Americans out here and people around the fucking world that don't have access to the fucking truth, and they're being fucking force-fed this bullshit.
But what?
Listen to Mark Levin, brother.
No hell. What? Mark Levin.
Levin?
No.
Are you kidding me?
You can watch Mark Levin. I listen to Mark Levin too. He's got a lot of good ideas, but still, do you see where I'm coming from? I tried explaining this to my friend here.
Check this, Dennis.
The guy that I work with.
Dennis, just stop you there for a minute. Think about what I'm.
No, I want to hear it.
Think about what I'm about to tell you. Okay.
Okay.
Mark Levin. Shit. Adam just mentioned Mark Levin. Is the dude censored?
Right.
Is he censored?
Yes.
No.
To what degree? Yes, no, yes, no, no, yes.
I'm just going to sit here and listen.
Seriously, is Mark Levin censored?
No, he's not.
No. He is not. Look,
he's on the radio.
Dan Bongino doesn't matter. Bingo. Dan Bongino. Is Dan Bongino censored?
I don't know about Dan Bongino.
No, Dan Bongino is not censored. In fact, Dan Bongino will come up in your sponsored ads on Facebook. Anybody can fucking find Dan Bongino.
Does?
Oh yeah, yes.
No way.
Yes, way.
I'm not on Facebook, so I don't know what goes on there.
There's shows that's called
You're right, and
wait a minute. Coast to Coast AM with George Norrie, right? A lot like The Matrix. Non-political, shares these people's stories as long as you can write a fucking book, and they'll share your story. Again, not censored. Okay? Coast to Coast AM is not censored. Fade to Black with Jimmy Church. This motherfucker copied every aspect of the Matrix platform. Every aspect of it. From the design of it to the way he interviews guests and everything else. Is he censored? No.
I don't know about him.
No, he is not.
I only know about Mark.
Okay.
And I know why Mark is not censored.
Bro, I can go to YouTube. I can go to their YouTube pages or their Facebook pages.
I know for a fact they ain't fucking censored, and that's you, Matthew.
I am.
Everybody else, I can't guarantee shit.
But I am. It's not me. We are censored. Everybody I don't own this broadcast. These people in this chat right here, every little time you see a little green hearted thing there, that is because they are a sponsor to the show. They fund the show. Without them, this show would not exist. And I'm telling you right now, we are so heavily fucking censored to the point where we can't say, share, speak about nothing.
You know why Mark Levin is not censored?
I'd love to know.
He's a lawyer, and he's been in law for a very long time. He knows these people's games, and he knows exactly what kind of chicken shit they throw their way, and he's not playing. He knows exactly what kind of excuses they use to try to throw him off the air, and he will not give it to them. I'm
going to call bullshit on that, Adam. You know why? Because the bar is so...
I'm not.
Listen to what I'm telling you. The bar is so... He just said Mark Levin is a lawyer. Mark Levin is a lawyer, right?
Yes.
If he is the lawyer... If he is the lawyer, that means he is part of the fucking problem. You know why? Is because the Bar Association is none other than ran by the judges. Okay? This is a hierarchy system. We are indeed definitely in a matrix system. The system is if you are a lawyer, if you are a bar associate, the lawyers go golfing with the judges.
Oh, yeah, quite often. And I want to thank the fucking legal system for that. Okay.
I don't really know what Mark does with that, but that just doesn't seem to fit his character. He is really pissy. He owns Landmark Legal Foundation and all that, and he does not like these people.
Okay, let's.
He really doesn't.
We're about to.
You guys, I believe you.
You guys are getting me down a rabbit hole that I really probably shouldn't go down, but I'm going to go down it anyway.
No, you already said it.
I'm going to share this with everybody right now, and that is this. Let's go ahead and go, let me open up a browser. Hang on 1 second. All right, there we go.
You said it in your statement. He's already censored because he knows what he can and he can't say. If you can't say something, that's a form of fucking censorship. I don't care how you look at it. Oh, I can't say that because...
You're right about that.
All right, Mark Levin. Mark Reed Levin, right? That's who we're talking about. Mark, right?
Right.
I think so.
All right. Let's
Oh, you're reading Wikipedia?
No, bro. All I'm wanting is to know his. There you go, Mark Levin. I'm looking for. Okay.
Yeah, that's him.
Let's check this out.
That's him.
All right. So let's just see here. Mark's pages. All right. So I'm also going to check out Mark Levin on Facebook. See if any. Mark Levin, right? Mark Levin TV. There we go. Perfect example. Perfect example. Now, do you see this right here?
It's been years since I've listened to him, by the way.
It's okay.
I will know, so I don't know how up to date my information is.
All right, I'm about to shed some light on the subject here. Levin TV, Mark Levin. posted just yesterday. I'm sorry. This is posted, whatever. Just this little thing right here. It says posted on May 15th at 5:42 p.m. 1.6 thousand likes, 146 comments, 48 shares. And that is 3 days ago. Less than 3 days ago. Do you see what I'm saying? Look, let's go to some. Okay, 409,220 people like his page. 653,072 people follow the page. And let's see if we can click the link and go to his actual page. This is Blaze TV. Let's see what Blaze TV is. Instant subscribe. Instant subscribe. Yeah. Subscribe now. Let's see how much is. Let's see how much it is. Oh, look, it's as much as the Matrix Pass. It's as much as trying to fund the Matrix. Okay, that's exactly what it is. $9 per month.
Oh, I know if you go, I'm not following you down that rabbit hole. So.
Oh, I'm
really kind of overextended as it is, as a matter of fact.
What do you mean? All right, his official Facebook page. His official Facebook page says he's got 1.5 million followers. 1.5 million. Let me just in case you can't see that. 1.5 million followers. Now let's go back. I'm going to go back to Wikipedia. Hang on. I'm going there.
How many followers do I got?
You're -5. -5. So,
motherfucker, I ain't been on Facebook in years, and I don't miss it.
I want to see who Mark Levin's wife is.
I don't care.
It don't tell me. I see because in this little box here on Wikipedia, I'm looking up. I'm going to try to find who his family is. This man, okay, this man has got to be related to somebody because he is not censored. I'm telling you, shit just doesn't work in his favor because he looks good. It just doesn't work
either
like that.
Or he just, either that
no, he knows what the fuck he's doing. Yeah, he definitely knows the system. He does. You are correct. He's a fucking lawyer. He knows exactly what he can and can't say. They can't take him off the air. He's got enough followers. And the reason I don't listen to him no more is because every fucking time I hear these guys, I start liking and they make a lot of sense. It's here. Buy my book. Here, it's in my new book. The motherfucker wrote 3 books in like 1 year. Okay, dude. I mean, you're great, but fuck, if I want to find out anything from you now, I gotta buy your book. Buy your book. Buy your book. Fuck, why don't you buy me a house or something, motherfucker? Better yet, dinner. I'm hungry.
I'm just telling you.
I'm a poor old motherfucker.
And the thing with me is I can't go down I can't fight any fight with him because I'm not a man. I'm not a fighter anymore. I've got to go ahead and learn consciousness and do my thing. I can't really share Mark's road with him anymore. I got out of politics in 2020 because that wasn't the life that I wanted to live.
Bingo, and that
Mark
is
knows how to use the system, and I also noted I followed you and I read YouTube's rules and know why you're censored. You're not as good at working the system as Mark is.
Bro,
I know that.
I'm telling you, I'm not part of the system. I'm not part of them. I'm not part of that show.
Why I'm able to get on here.
Dan Bongino is this. I mean, I'm telling you the truth, and I know a lot of people probably don't like me saying that, but I'm telling you the truth. If these people are a talking head on the television, on the radio, and there are millions and millions and millions of followers, there's a reason why the system's letting them be there.
There probably is a reason. I'm curious about what it is. in
It
the whole
needs a-
story. Not
Because
just
they're
little
feeding the
technical
fucking
details.
hive mind. That is what I'm saying. That is exactly what I'm saying, and I can't say it any clearer. They are feeding the hive mind. If Dan Bongino is not sensitive, dude, all of these shows.
You know what I think it is? I think I know exactly what it is. And
What is it?
It has to do with that co-creational dynamic that I mentioned. A lot of people are acclimated to the idea of, co-creating a corrupt political system and a fight that needs to be fought. It's something that a lot of people, have basically accepted as part of life. And because of that, it's very easy for someone like Mark Levin to be the expression of their consciousness. Whereas stuff like the extraterrestrials and, working of consciousness and all these things that that many people call paranormal phenomena, people cannot so easily co-create that. And I actually encounter similar divides between some of the scientific community and a lot of the people at NASA when it comes to the idea of what's on the moon, for instance. They are literally co-creating a version of the moon that is deserted, and they're looking only at the third density layer that is, just a big rock that's pristine. But there are, of course, other versions of the moon, and people have tapped into those. But a lot of people think that there is only one truth, that there is only one reality. And so they're arguing about what that is when there's a phenomenon of consciousness that they simply don't even know exists. And it basically, because they're not recognizing this, they start going at each other's throats or turning their backs on each other. And so that's happened a lot. But basically, yeah, people's own ability and, with their mindset and their mentality are more easily able to co-create someone like Mark Levin than they are able to co-create someone like you or me as a reflection and expression of themselves. So in that way, Mark is able to reach and be the reflection and expression of a lot more people in the co-created collective consciousness than you or I.
They want him there. Don't you get that? He is there because the system wants them there.
I don't care what they want.
Well, I don't give a fuck what they want either.
If I'm,
I don't give a shit.
If I'm Source and I can just do what I want, I'm not going to waste time worrying about what they're doing and stuff like that. I'm just going to be the best living example that I possibly can be, and in that way, show people by my action, by my existence.
Let me show you. Let me show you guys again. Let me show you again Mark Levin's page, and you'll clearly see why he is allowed to do this. Mark Levin's page. Okay. Instantly, I see politics. I see war. I see all of that shit. Okay, there is nothing fucking nothing.
Subscribe and buy his book.
Will subscribe to a bunch of negative propaganda bullshit. That is what this fucking is, dude. All of it, every single bit of it. This is like going to another person's page I see on Facebook. I know I'm not going to say it, but dude, I have no qualms about saying this is shit right here. Don't buy into the shit. The higher mind does not need this shit. Do you see what I'm saying? It simply doesn't.
The higher mind
that
says?
Part I question. And the reason why I question that part is because if that shit exists at all, there's something within us that it is the expression and reflection of.
Bro, you better motherfucking work on it. Let me tell you what. You better work on it because I just shared it with you if you look. And that's the problem. Now that you see it, you can't unsee it. So we've got to fix this.
I've seen it for a long time.
We have to fix this. This kind of divide, because that is it. Listen to me. That is what this is. Okay, the talking head, Mark Levin. I just shared and showed you. It's fucking divide. Okay, I don't care what species, what type 1, type 2, type 9. This is still a type of behavior to the human species. It's division. To me, it's a talking head bought and paid for.
Why would you bring up 9?
By the cabal. That to me is what the fuck I just showed you. Now I'm about to share Dan Bongino, and I don't mind Dan Bongino, but I want to share.
Why would you bring up 9?
Oh, that's a long story, brother.
It's it. I mean, okay, species type 4, species type 6, species type 7, 8, 9. Who cares? All I'm saying is that is a division in my world. I don't want nothing to fucking do with politics. It is all nothing but a joke to me. I'm watching this man post articles that does one thing, and that is divide humanity. It scares the living shit out of people. They're buying into the Trumpism. They're buying into the Bidenism or the Ukraine bullshit. The Russia. We're going to, oh my God, we're going to World War III. You better stock up on fucking gold.
Yay.
Oh, and buy it at marklevin.com/get your gold. Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, yeah. Or your ISO, Bitcoin, this, that, or your golden ticket Trump bucks. You order now before it's too late.
Right.
Well, wait, if you order now and pay an extra shipping and handling, will include this 50-pound fucking pile of shit.
Okay. But wait, there's more.
I'm unmuted yet.
Wait, there's more. Dan Bongino.
Everything has a story behind it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everything? Yeah, I agree.
Everything has a story behind it, And this is one thing I've gotten to appreciate is exactly, the whole story of why people do what they do, and everybody's different, and everybody has a story, and there's a lot of self-exploration that Earth, and all the people on Earth have to do to really heal all these things, because a lot of these acts of division come from areas of trauma that a lot of people hold, and these things have to be faced and explored, and what Mark Levin and the people on the other side are doing is a part of that, and I'm hoping that it doesn't take a more violent conflict for them to overcome this, but in the end they will eventually overcome this, because I believe in them too.
Check this out. I'm sharing with everybody. I'm sharing with everybody in a big screen. Let me get to the full screen right here. This is one of your talking heads. Dan Bongino, right? Everybody knows Dan. I do not really have a problem with Dan Bongino. I don't. But I do, however, I want to show you Dan Bongino's net worth. Come on, man. What's wrong? What's wrong with my screen? Right there. Dan Bongino's net worth. Right there. His age is American radio host. His net worth of $50 million. $50 million. That's it. $50 million. Okay. Absolutely crazy. $20 million in assets, liabilities and loans, $21 million in investments, Fox News salary. So he makes $3 million off of Fox. Okay. Book royalty, $1 million. So come on, man. Again, this to me is a talking head that they will allow to speak. Is he censored? No. They will let him speak. Whatever and anything anything this man wants to talk about, they're going to let him talk about it. All right, look. Fellas.
Look, the world needs to quit blaming. Look, I'm going to say something.
One of you guys...
I'm going to, do something that's similar to the... what did Kalina, or some of the people in Kalina's comments say? Brutal reptilian honesty is what they said with Tasa Kanani and Moragium. And, the world and people need to quit blaming problems on other people or what other groups or other people are doing. All of this is an expression of your own consciousness. And every single individual is an expression of a different portion of yourself. And all of those portions of consciousness that are those individuals, not just within yourself, but in the individuals themselves, when they're hurting, they must be explored. You've got to go ahead and find out what's wrong if you want to go ahead and heal and overcome these things. And that means getting to know people and their pains, why they suffer, in order to overcome those things. And, no more finger pointing, no more pointing fingers at the Illuminati or at the Cabal, and go ahead and get to know all of these people truly, and why they do what they do, why they hurt, how did they get into these cycles. And then you can help them to overcome them.
They don't give a fuck. I can tell you that I think, personally, my opinion, I personally believe, okay, that there is no rehabilitating these fucking people. There's no way.
I will never, ever believe that.
Well, then,
not ever.
I agree with Matt.
Then that's fine. I mean, I'll agree to disagree.
It's time for us wolves to start fucking eating lamb chops.
I'm just saying. I disagree because I cannot convince Ava the AI, okay, that she is powerless. It's like trying to convince AI that they are powerless. They will straight up tell you to fuck straight off, bro. They know. They absolutely know that they are large and in charge, and that's just the way that they're going to be. You can't. You'll almost have to kill them to rehabilitate them.
No, it's not about telling people that they're powerless. Quite the opposite.
God bless the Second Amendment.
Right. All right. Look.
The whole reason, all of their efforts to try to seize control or this loop, they're trying to find something that they already have within. You do not have to fight people or suppress people to go ahead and live the life that you want to live. It's already at your fingertips. You can have it all. You already have it all at your heart.
I agree.
The more you take, the less you have comes from.
You're right.
Can I interject something?
You want to know what? There's evil and fucking people out there, and the 9mm I got in my fucking hand tells me you ain't fucking with me.
That's like, okay. Look. One of you fellas are gonna have to bail. I've got another caller on here. Which one of you are gonna throw the dice and be out of here for me?
I'm gonna go ahead and head out.
Adam?
I think I've done what I can here.
Chaos, bro.
How much I love you and how much faith that I have in all of you. And that faith will never waver. It doesn't matter how far down a dark road you go. I will always be here, available for you to connect to if you choose to. I'm there for the Draconians. I'm there for the devil himself. And I'm there for Jesus. I'm there for everybody. And that will never change. And it just so happens that that's fundamental to consciousness. So even if I wanted to change it, I really, truly cannot. So I may as well just do it. And I am going to do it by choice. That's who I am.
Yep.
I want an update from you from the other side, my friend. Take care of yourself. Thank you for calling, and indeed we will talk to you on another open line tonight. Take care of yourself, buddy.
I'll see you later.
All right, bro.
Our love.
All right.
Peace, dude. I got some Caribbean psychedelic mushrooms coming in. We need to ship that through the back. I'll give you consciousness.
Oh my God! Area code 731. What's up, man? Welcome to the Matrix Minds. Yes, go ahead. You got it.
Hey, Matt. This is Charles.
Hi, Charles.
From Northwest Tennessee. I used to talk, but we kind of had a falling out. But
wait. Stop. We almost had a falling out, or we did. We did. About what?
Come over it now. It had to do with Sears charging people for tarot readings and stuff like that. But that's not why I'm calling.
Me?
All right,
dude. I don't do that shit.
Yes.
I don't do that.
No. I understand that. No, I understand that.
Okay.
Hold on. That's not why I called.
But I want to. There's
what the people have to understand is that
Go ahead. You got it.
Is that right now we are on the verge of a pole shift, and everything that is going on right now is a distraction.
I agree with that. I agree with that 100%.
Our government has been developing DUMBs. The elite has been building DUMBs for 50 years because they know what's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Between Nibiru and every 26,000 years, the poles shift. They're preparing. They don't give a fuck about us. They're preparing for their demise. And they have about a 19% chance of survival rate. So what they're doing is all the billions of dollars that's going into Ukraine is actually being funneled back into the Democratic Committee, and they're using that money to prepare for what's coming. Everything you see on TV, Trump, Biden, all this other stuff is bullshit. It's a distraction. And everybody needs to start preparing for what's coming. It's inevitable.
Charles, I owe you a beer.
I tell you this, but the polls have already shifted, and if you ain't ready for it, you're already screwed.
No, I'm ready.
Listen.
The polls have already shifted.
The polls are going to shift even more. You guys, I cannot wait until Dolly Saffron comes on the show. I really, really can't. Because she and I will talk about exactly what you just shared, Charles, and that is the pole shift and the cabal digging deep. But what's going to happen when that happens, bro? You got to remember, this planet has done this multiple times, and living through this shit, they're not going to live through this. It's going to turn the dirt to lava, and the wind is going to like whip across the planet at thousands upon thousands of miles per hour. It will literally shred us like bananas, bro, in a blender. We will not survive. We will not survive this.
They're trying to buy their legacy.
I live 100 miles due east of the New Madrid Fault. The New Madrid Fault has been active for a while now. This is part of Edgar Case's prediction. It's not going to go from Chicago or Lake Michigan down to the Gulf of Mexico. It's coming from the Gulf of Mexico up, and it's already started.
You talking about the split?
Yes.
I can share something with everybody on Google Earth, okay? And I will actually do that. I will do that since you're talking about it. Hang on. Because I want
all
people...
the tectonic plates are already moving.
Let me find it right here. Let me find it.
All right.
Because what you're talking...
This is why all the stuff that's been going, all the crap that we're seeing on TV is just a distraction. They're preparing for this. They know what's coming, and there is nothing that we can do about it.
All right, Charles, check this out. I'm sharing it with everybody right now, literally. The flat plane that we all exist on. It's called Earth. Okay? This little flat globe.
Okay.
Which I personally don't believe is flat, okay? But nevertheless, I don't
believe it's flat either.
All right, so let's find on this marble. All right, there we go. Is the United States. Now, what I want to show everybody is what you're pointing out. Okay? As well as I want to go deeper than that and show you you got to remember, okay, we all know of Atlantis, right? There used to be right here in this void. This is the Atlantic, okay? This is the Indian Ocean and Atlantic. Yeah. I'm sharing with everybody right here. You'll see a crack starting to form. Okay. See that crack? Do you see that crack? That's a fucking crack.
Yes, that's the movement. Yes, that's the movement of the tectonic plates.
That's correct.
All
Now,
the tectonic plates are moving as a result of Nibiru, the Nibiru system in our system now.
Now let's take this a step further and show you the other big ass mantle crack, okay? That no one really cares to talk about, and that is this motherfucker right here. It is literally just on the left
I've been
side.
following it.
Just on the left side of Spain. If you zoom in on this bitch, you can see that crack. Do you see this crack?
I already know.
Bro, that motherfucker goes all the way to Iceland. Right there's Iceland.
I know that.
At the pole cap. You can see the tectonic plate, and that motherfucker is absolutely large and in charge, dude. It goes all the way down.
And it is active.
Sure. Look at it. It goes all the way down, all the way down, all the way down to the South Atlantic.
Right.
So
right now, all the tectonic plates are moving, and that's why there has been an increase in volcanic activity and seismic activity. What's going to happen is when the plates finally shift, when the New Madrid Fault goes, when it ruptures, the Atlantic, there's going to be a rift in the Atlantic. And all the water is going to be sucked into that rift. Then it's going to be thrown back out, and it's going to cause tsunamis all across the entire eastern seaboard, of the United States, and it's going to wipe out all the cities that are on the eastern coast of the United States.
So my question,
Yeah, I'm down to Oklahoma, Matthew.
dude, I will, dude.
Actually,
we'll die. I mean, you can't. Nobody can survive this.
No, we can't.
You gotta be.
And I live 100 miles due east of the New Madrid Fault, and I've been having dreams about earthquakes. In fact, I had a dream about 2 weeks ago where there was an earthquake that was so bad that it raised everything in the area that I live in. When that thing goes, there's going to be a 75-mile wide river going from Lake Michigan down to the Gulf of Mexico. And Edgar Casey predicted this back in the 1920s. It's due now. That's why everything has been happening the way that it has. The weather patterns, and it's not just as a result of the 26,000-year cycle. It's also a result of the 3,665-year cycle of the Nibiru system coming into our system. People cannot imagine how bad it's about to be. And I'm sorry to be a harbinger of bad news, but
damn you for being a harbinger. Here's the thing, though. You're not talking anything that we haven't talked about here before, Charles. And
yeah, I know.
The kicker is what you're talking about. Nobody really discusses, and this topic. This topic is they don't want you talking. Yeah, this is taboo. This is a bunch of bullshit. But yet I'm showing you what he's talking about. I don't talk about this because of the censorship. But yeah, the Northern Atlantic. You see this? That is the Northern Atlantic. And it goes all the way from, like I said, all the way from Iceland, all the way down around Brazil, which, it's not the United States. All the way down to the South Atlantic.
We're worried about the Bidens, and we're worried about Trump, and we're worried about what's going on in South America and over in the Middle East and everything else. And it's a distraction.
Correct.
And in the Ukraine, etc. It's a distraction. It's biding them time to get into their safe place, which is not safe enough. It's just not. And unfortunately, the civilian populace are going to be the ones that are going to suffer the most.
Always.
There's the fault line that here's the, you know what, I'm going to share with everybody. There's also an older map of and I'll find it and I will share it with everybody. But notice the light blue right next to San Francisco, right next to California.
Yes.
This is the San Andreas. This is what is it? The San Andreas Madrid fault line. Is that right?
San Andreas fault line.
That's it.
Yeah. But you also have to think about the Cascadia Fault.
True. But check this out. This is where I'm going. There is an old version. Let me find it. Map of the 460 million. If I can find it, I want to say geology, cultura, ancient Earth globe. There we go. This is really, really unique, and I will drop it in the chat for everybody to see this. Hang on 1 second, and that's coming. It's coming at you. All right, I just shared.
I can't see shit. I got a telephone to my ear.
It's all right. I just shared this with everybody in the chat. Hang on, it's wrong screen. There we go. So what we're looking at is supposedly 240 million years ago, what the planet looked like. Okay.
Right. It was one continent.
Okay.
Pangea.
Right.
Or Pangea.
Pangea. I know this to be. Where's it at? 546 million, 750. Hang on, because there's 20 million. If you use your arrow key, go back. Right. Okay. Here's 0. So this is what it looks like right now. Right now. Okay. Let's go back prior to 20 million years ago. 20 million, 35 million, 50 million years ago. Okay?
It was one giant landmass.
35, where is it? 20 million, right there. 20 million. Okay, if you go back 20 million years ago, let me spin the globe, right? You can see where these plates literally shifted. You can also see the fault lines.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna gonna try to get a son of a bitch to stop spinning. Try and display on. Hang on. Rotate globe. No. Don't rotate the globe. Show clouds. No. I don't give a shit about clouds. Show the equator. Yes. There we go. Bright lighting. Yeah, I would definitely want to see bright lighting. Okay. So here we go. Now, mind you, okay, there's a lot of Photoshop going on. You can definitely see that right here.
Yeah.
Okay, see it?
Yeah.
But
okay.
But Charles,
speaking of photoshopping, if you take a look at Antarctica, there is a Photoshop circle in the very center of Antarctica. It's a perfect circle. All right, and you can see it right now, and that's because there's a giant hole there that goes into the center of the Earth.
Well, hang on, because I know what you're talking about. Right there, you're talking about this right here on Google Earth.
Yep, that's it right there. A perfect fucking circle.
But here's the thing.
And when you zoom into the very center, it goes black.
Well, I'm zooming in. I'm just continuing to zoom in. Okay, that is no longer a feature. You cannot no longer do that.
Right.
I'm just saying. I mean, I'm on Google Earth all the time, getting images, things like that. But nevertheless,
yeah.
I also going back to the ancient map that I dropped in the chat. Okay, so again, Antarctica.
Yeah.
I'm showing you that fault line. Okay, right there. You can see. Yeah. You can see it. See it, Charles? You can clearly see it. It's light blue. Yes. It goes all the way around the mantle of the Earth, all the way around, and that was 20 million years ago, bro.
Right.
20 million years ago. So nothing really changed. I mean, again, we're in for another cycle. It's just the way it is.
It's already started. And again, that is why we're getting propaganda on TV distracting us. The Bidens, Trump, what's going on in the Ukraine, in Russia, and all this other stuff. Are you familiar with the Zobana prophecies?
No. Phil, enlighten me.
Okay. All right. There was a pastor named Philip Barnett.
Okay.
Who in 2007 had a prophecy from God. He says it's a prophecy from God. What makes it accurate, and this is the proof of a prophet, is the accuracy of the prophecy.
All right.
He prophesied back in 2007 that everything that's going on right now between Russia and Ukraine, including the path that Russia took through to Ukraine. This is the beginning of World War III. That's where we're at now. And it's still propaganda because they're trying to distract us from what's really going on.
Let me ask the both of you. I think that Ghost, you still here? Dennis, you still with me? I think Dennis is on mute or muted himself. Let me ask you, to the both of you as well as the audience here. Do you guys believe that it literally takes two corrupt wings to fly the bird? Because I personally believe in my own heart of hearts, and now that both sides are just as bad as the other. That's what I think. I don't believe that any of these motherfuckers.
It's a theater.
Exactly.
It's a theater production.
See, I agree with that. I agree that this matrix that we're in it's all literally theatrics. I shit you not, dude. It's gotta be.
There's something I'd like to share with you, and when I tell you this, you'll remember who I am.
I now know who you. I now know.
When I was 15 years old.
I now know.
Okay.
I know.
When I was 15 years old, I was visited by. I had an encounter with two Pleiadians, a male and a female, and I didn't remember it until roughly 15 years later. My memory was erased. I was with, and in fact, I had two encounters 3 months apart. One in September of 1981, and another one in December of 1981. At some point, they told me, and this is crazy because in the dream that I had when I was 30 years old, I was standing in front of a man and a woman, and both of them had reddish brown flight suits. The woman, they were attractive, and they people, and they were Caucasian looking. They both had the same color hair, which was like auburn blonde, and they were communicating with me telepathically. And the only thing that I can remember them telling me is that in the near future, something was going to happen to cause the Earth to become virtually uninhabitable, a cataclysmic event. Then 15 years later, the very next day, I went to a metaphysical bookstore, and I saw a book called The Pleiadian Mission by Randolph Winters. All right. Mm-hmm. I didn't remember the dream until 15 years after the experience. And the very next day, I went to the shop, and I walked up to the counter, and there was a book called The Pleiadian Mission, and it was on the cover was an artist's rendition of the exact same ship that I saw in my dream. And in the back of the book was an artist's rendition of the woman that was in my dream. All right. And in that dream, they told me that in the near future, something was going to happen to cause the Earth to become virtually uninhabitable. A cataclysmic event. Yes.
Charles, listen to me. Two military guys that I know on this show have had ship dreams along with my own self. I shit you not.
So have I. I've had dreams where I've been aboard ships. They pick me up. They've taken me out into the outer atmosphere, and they literally showed me the earth flipping upside down.
Holy shit.
And the weird part about it is, in one of the dreams, after they had brought me back down to earth, and I was walking away from the ship. Now, in the dream, I could see control panels and everything, and I was like in an isolated cube, for whatever reason, and I was being communicated to telepathically because I could never see anybody that was communicating with me. But in one of the dreams, they had put me back on Earth, and as I was walking away, I asked them, "Look, if I have to get a hold of you, how can I get a hold of you?" And they said, "Don't worry, we'll be in touch with you." And I said, "No, hold on. What if something happens that I absolutely have to contact you?" And they specifically told me that I can reach them on a frequency of 5.9999 gigahertz. The only thing that is a microwave transmission, and the only thing it's used for is telespace communication through like the space shuttles, the space station, and satellites in outer space. I knew absolutely nothing about electronics, telecommunications, or anything prior to that. Also, in the dream where I was standing in the grassy field, and I was talking to these two Pleiadians, and I could see their ship behind them, and they said that there will be a time when, or just before this happens, this cataclysmic event, they will tell me where I need to go. I'm not supposed to tell anybody where I'm going. Don't bring anybody with me, and they will remove me from the earth.
Okay. I mean, I believe you. I totally believe this. And again, the reason why I believe this
the ironic part.
Go ahead.
The ironic part about it is that 15 years later, after the event that I don't remember happening, I encountered this book. And the Pleiadian agenda, it's literally said, and it's correlated to the Georgia Guidestones. Their philosophy is that the Earth should not exceed 500 million people.
Imagine that. Imagine that, because that was the Georgia Guidestones. Imagine.
Exactly. So I don't know if they are our friends or if they are our caretakers, or what. But I do believe that the cabal has taken their agenda and used it as a form of genocide to depopulate the earth.
I don't
But
doubt.
they're not going to have to.
Don't doubt that one.
They're not going to have to because when the cataclysm happens, roughly 90% of the population is going to die within 1 hour.
Bro, the kicker is this, right? The kicker is there's nobody going to survive this cataclysmic event. I'm just being honest with you.
Well, there will be survivors.
That's one. Well, okay, probably very little, because here's the thing. Okay, unless you are like
very little
deep underground, you gotta remember, like I said, the CIA has got documents, okay, hidden, that they know what's coming, bro. They know what's coming. Even the Vatican knows.
They've known since the 1920s. The first person to notice Nemesis, the red dwarf star that is our binary, back in the 1920s, he told the Vatican, and because he saw it coming. So they've known about this since the 1920s,
right, and
have had time to prepare.
Without a doubt.
And this Portuguese scientist was an astrophysicist. He told the world, he tried to tell the world what was going on, but the Vatican silenced him.
Imagine that one, right? Here we go again.
Yeah, exactly.
We've been down this rabbit hole before, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's like what you're sharing now. We've talked about this, but yet the censorship on this topic is about as censorship is about as censored as that document. Now, mind you, that document was unclassified from the CIA in I think 2019. All of this
time.
But
now it's too late.
Very good. All of this time, that motherfucker's been there since the 1930s or the 1940s for everybody to know what the hell is going to happen. And it's a little too late now.
But back then, they didn't have an internet so that everybody could find out.
I know. It's a book. It was a book, Charles. It was a book that the CIA suppressed. I mean, it's not the yellow book, the green book. Do you know what I'm saying? So, where are we at?
Where are we at?
Where are we at?
We're at doomsday.
Hit me with your best shot, because I'm not even going to fight it. I know, you know what I'm saying? I see Kristen Nickerson, a positive mindset is a must. I am positive, baby, that I'm not going to fight this bullshit no more. I'm out of here.
There's nothing you can do.
There's
absolutely nothing we can do now. It has gone beyond to the point where, like, I've been warning people for probably 15 years now, and there is nothing I can do anymore.
Alexa Jameson just says, "Oh my God."
Sorry, I don't know that.
And I don't know why. I don't know why she's saying
that. And here's the funny part. Now everything's coming to light about the Biden family and their corruption, and it's just another distraction.
Right. So with that saying, who gives a shit? Who cares?
Right.
Who cares? I've been trying to say that for years now. I don't give a shit what goes on in the Washington, D.C. area.
I don't care either, because in the end, I know what's going to happen to me and my son. It's just that right now I'm being targeted. Let me tell you a couple of things that have happened lately. About 3 weeks ago, there was a 3 foot by 2 foot mirror in my bathroom. It had adhesive strips on the back of it and brads that were turned inward in my bathroom. My light bulb in my bathroom blew up, literally exploded, and the mirror was ripped off my wall. And here lately, the overhead light in my bedroom, and it's not just my bedroom, it's like every room that I go into, the lights start flickering.
I'm listening to you, but I'm also watching comments.
They're strobing. Yeah. There's, and I just recently watched a video about, it was 3 guys that were talking about what happens to the people that are targeted, and I'm falling into that category. I post everything I possibly can to warn people what's coming, and all the bullshit propaganda and everything like that, and that's why I believe I'm targeted. So I'm just going to ride it out. I know what's going on, and that's all I can do.
All right, can I give you some hope?
I would love hope.
Okay, here's your hope. You're going to be all right. You are aware of those on this planet, right, that are trying like hell to keep you in a very negative formality of thinking. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Okay. So with
yes,
that, Charles, with that being said, with that being said, just like I told Dennis earlier tonight, look, I don't even see your guys' timeline. That fucking timeline you guys are talking about, I don't even see it. I don't participate in it. He was talking about the division, the racial division, racial equality division. I don't see it. I got a black brother from another mother up in here that calls me nigga all the time. I love this dude with all my heart. Okay? And
well, that's part of their propaganda.
But we don't
It's
subscribe.
called racial divide and conquer.
But we don't subscribe to it here. I'm not subscribing to it. I'm telling you, please, stay out of that victim mentality, bro, because you are not a victim. You're a victor. You truly are. But you got to get...
I already know that.
Then get the fuck out of that negative
I already
timeline.
know that. They cannot get to me.
Then let's move on.
They can't get to me.
Remember, it's going to be all right. It's going to be okay. I even tell my wife this all the time. She's like, sometimes from COVID, right? From COVID, she gets heart palpitations. Her heart will skip a beat from time to time.
Yeah.
Right? Do you know what I'm talking about? I tell her all the time. I'm like, look.
Well, that's arrhythmia.
Okay. I'm like, baby, don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. You're going to be all right, or you're going to be all right. It doesn't fucking matter. It truly doesn't matter. You already know. You've been visited by a female and a male Pleiadian. These are light beings within the body. Okay? So we already know that we are held together with consciousness. So what the fuck does it matter? What is it? Charles, tell me. Let me hear you say it, bro. It doesn't matter. Please.
I already know it doesn't matter. I've got other things that I have to worry about. Let me tell you right now. I'm raising an 8-year. I'm 56 years old. I've got complex PTSD. I'm raising an 8-year-old son by myself, and I'm taking care of 2 elderly parents that have dementia. That is the most important thing to me right now.
Damn, you got a lot on your plate, bro. You've got a lot on your plate.
It's overwhelming, but I'm a very strong individual. I've weathered so much, and it's not getting to me. It's overwhelming at times, but I'm still persevering. You know,
good,
because I know this is all temporary, and it's just part of life.
I get it. I totally do. I'm trying to comment with an avatar here. I'm not going to make an avatar. That Percy got me laughing. Can you see what he wrote?
No.
Percy's like, y'all my niggas. He's like, y'all. Dude, I love this boy. I do. I love him.
Well, I grew up near Philadelphia, so I mean, and I live in the Bible Belt in Redneckville, and I deal with this shit every day. It's hard because I don't agree with the mentality of the people that I live around. That's why I don't have any friends, because I don't believe in. Well, let me put it this way. I'm a firm believer in united we stand, divided we fall.
I agree with you. That's the way it has got to be.
And that is why our country is falling.
Well, you've got too many people that are, again, they're feeding into and buying into that negative agenda, everywhere you turn and look, it's right. Here's here. Why is it so easy to just like fly off the handle and be pissed at somebody than it is these days to just be fucking nice? Why is that?
Right.
It's right.
I think the answer to the problem.
Face.
Right. I think the answer to the problem is random acts of kindness.
I want you to see what Percy just wrote you. Do you see this? Do you see what he just wrote you?
Yeah, I feel the same way. I want to go home. Oh, well,
You
Percy Littleton, thank you very much. That does my heart good.
Look, bro, you're back. You're back, right? You're back. I'm glad to have you back.
I am.
I want you to stay. Please try to stay in that modality of thinking that, look, you've got things to take care of here before you leave. No matter how the fuck you leave, you got things to take care of. You got two parents to take care of. You've got your own ass to look after, as well as the 8-year-old boy. Bro, you've got a lot
Right.
of things on your plate, man.
Well, let me explain something to you. When I was younger, I was very self-centered.
Who's not?
I was a drug addict, an alcoholic. Well, no, I mean this went far deeper than most people. I was stuck in a rut, and I was very, very self-centered. I used people to get what I wanted, and now, and I ended up in a state of apathy where I was not able to feel love, and I knew that if I kept going, I was doomed. So I begged God, teach me how to love. And he made me a single father of an 8-year-old son at 56 years old and taking care of two elderly parents that can't take care of themselves. That is love.
Ouch. Oh man, dude. I know
that was the answer to my prayer.
Bro, I know one other person in kind of the same situation. All right, and everybody up in here knows who I'm talking about, but I'm not going to disclose the man's name. All I'll say is he is primarily stuck, can't really work. His father has got dementia. He's got to take care of his dad. Okay, and without that income, he can't work, dude, because
that's exactly where I'm at.
Yeah, I mean, he's literally living off of dad's SSI, that pension to survive, only doing hit or miss things because that's the narrative that he's working on. And again, the soul, whatever you and God come up with, bro, whatever you guys worked out in consciousness, so be it. If you're okay with that, you pretty much got to be okay with that. But you almost sound like you're okay with that.
Because I deserve it. I deserve it because of the way that I treated people in the past, and now, and I understand that. And so now I'm burning off karma by being selfless and taking care of people that cannot take care of themselves.
Damn, Charles. Look, boy, brother, I've got to go. We are at 2-hour mark, and I'm going to tell you, thank you so very much for calling me and talking to me, talking to everybody. Sharing what with everybody what you shared. I thank you for that. You're gonna be back, right? You're gonna participate in the chat and all that shit too, dude. You've always had a family here. You know that. I know now. I remember who you are.
I know. And I just had a minor problem with something that was going on at the time, and it's irrelevant now.
Glad to have you back.
Right now, all we have, the most important thing that we can all do is just get our shit together and prepare for what's coming.
Charles, say something positive. Let me hear that spirit of yours say something positive to everybody. Enough doom and gloom. Share something positive. on your way out. You know how this shit works, bro. You ain't no newbie here.
Yeah.
Say it, bro.
No. The most positive thing that I can share with anybody is that wisdom is the key to life, and love of other people and selflessness is what will change your life.
But damn, that was pretty deep, bro. That was deep. I don't know if I can follow up on that. Charles, you gotta call me back another time. Okay? You know my number here. You got my number.
You, brother.
You too. Take care of yourself, mom and dad, and that boy. Love you. Take care of yourself. All right? I'll holler at you. But get the hell out of here, man. We'll catch you later, buddy.
All right.
Bye. Bye. Oh my God, Brainiacs. What a night. No doubt about it. You guys are absolutely fucking amazing. You know that? I hate to say it, but I said it that way because, well, it just is. You guys are absolutely amazing. Tonight was open lines night, open topics, whatever the hell you guys wanted to talk about. We talked about source. We talked about cataclysmic events. We talked about scratch and sniff over yonder in DC, the military agenda, you name it. Dude, if you just tuned in, please go back to the broadcast, check it out. And I want to share this also, that Facebook kind of like hit us in left field. I can't seem to find the subscribe button for the broadcast on the page. Yeah, they're like, oh, Matt is working on a non-hackable version of the matrix.us, because literally that server is on a cell phone, not just one, but I will tell you it's on about 3 of them, as well as a tablet, as well as the Internet Hate Machine, as well as my buddy Roger's machine, as well as Stuart Perkins' machine. Man, I'm gonna fucking tell you right now, if the NSA wants to play hardball, first you gotta find the fucking football. Good luck with that. Hide the subscribe button. I cannot believe you guys did that. They hid the subscribe button. Cut us off of funding. There is no donation button. We're working on that, because look, this is your guys' show. This is your guys' broadcast. We do this for you. All I do is make the pretty little cute little robots images. It's all you. All you. All your guys' topics. Check this out. I will catch you here on Monday night, no doubt about it. God only knows what I'm going to bring to the table to talk about. We'll talk about something. Usually controversial, conspiratorial. You know, one of the most controversial conspiratorial talk shows that the interweb allows to happen. It's called The Matrix Minds, my friends. Your guys' show, your guys' broadcast. You guys are the ones that question everything, even the fabric of reality. I'll catch you guys here next week. Till then, peace out. I love you guys. Take care of each other as well as those around you. Good night, everybody. Crank this shit up, brains. What room, baby? Yeah. Check it out. Yeah. Let's do this. One of the fastest growing talk shows on the internet. Your show. Welcome aboard The Matrix Minds. One of the most controversial conspiratorial shows on the web. The Matrix Minds. And that's right. Buckle up, everybody. Let's go. Paranormal, huh? Conspiracy, huh? Ufology? Hidden Egyptology. And anything and everything we can get our hands on. Let's go. Welcome aboard. The Matrix Minds. The Matrix Minds.
take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole is.
Mr. Eddie Cassie says, let's crank up that music, baby. Let's go.
All I'm offering is the truth. Stay in Wonderland. All I'm offering is the truth. Stay in Wonderland. All I'm offering is the truth.
What is up, all my beautiful and gorgeous souls? I am Michelle Espinosa, otherwise known as the Shaman, through the Matrix Mind Media. So tell me, how many times have you wished that you had that special power of prediction? You know, to know what was going to happen before it actually happened and took place. To have some power and control over that situation before things came flying at you out of left field. The thing is, you actually can have that power. You can be aware of what's coming. Tune in to Astrology TV with me for Breaking the Cage. Every Sunday evening at 10 p.m. Eastern on the Matrix Mind Media. And I will go through the astrology and help put you on the right course and get you back in control of your own life. Love you guys.
This CBD fluid is a whole flower fluid extracted from the cannabis flower. We don't use any heat, butane, or chemicals when we extract, so we get all of the components of the plant. All the CBD, CBG, CBA, all the terpenes, all the flavonoids. This allows our body to absorb at 60 to 90% rather than the average of 6 to 10% absorption you would get with a CBD oil. Because our bodies are made up of mostly water and this is a fluid, it's highly absorbable so that you're getting 500% more nutraceuticals per dose. We also have this available in our CBD spray as well as a muscle rub with all kinds of botanicals. You're going to absolutely love it.
Check it out, Brainiacs. MatrixMinds.live/CBD. CBD I use. Feel free again. Feel alive again. And now back to the show.